What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome back, man, to another video, man. If you're new to the channel, man, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Corrections, man. Like I said, I share prison story, but today, it's a little different, man. This is a county jail story. This is something that happened with my roommate, man. They tried to rob my roommate, old Reggie, man, old man Reggie. But let me just give y'all a backstory how this came about, man. How I got into the mix of all of this stuff, because it ended up being crazy, for real, for real. So I get out the hole, bro. They moved me to housing unit 4. The housing unit 4 is pretty much, it's like max. You wear like red jumpsuit in Clayton County. So in housing unit 8, I think it's red and orange mixed together. So some medium and some like, I say high risk or whatever. Cause whoever got violent crime. And housing unit 4 was straight red. Housing unit 2, straight red or whatever. So boom, I get off in there, bro. Everybody be trying to go to housing unit 4 because you could actually talk to the females downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Anybody been in Clayton County, if you know what's going on, man. You pump the toilet out, they be talking to the female, jump in the vent, you can yell and scream at them or whatever. So everybody be trying to get up there. So anyways, bro, I end up going up there, and guess what? I end up getting a empty room, bro. I go off in the dorm. When I go off in the dorm, it's a lot of dudes that I knew because, you know, dudes was in housing unit 8 with me. They be going to the hole, they be back and forth all over the place. So I seen a lot of guys I knew or whatever. So anyways, I went to holler at some people, and they're like, boy, you caught lucky, boy, you caught lucky. You got an empty room. So one of the dudes I knew, I actually knew him from the street, man. That boy Red was like, man, yeah, I was trying to get moving that room, bro. I was trying to get moving that room. I was like, anyway, bro, it's over with. Anyways, I'm in that room for about a week, bro. And the dorm was pretty smooth, though. I ain't gonna lie. It tripped me out, right? Because guess what? I always used to just lay back and hear them dudes talking the vent. Because, like, the vents be, like, connected. Like, 4 rooms. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 rooms, 2 downstairs and 2 upstairs will be in, like, one vent line. So you could hear dudes next door downstairs. They be calling the female. Like, say there. And you hear the females, they get up, they call their name, and they get up and be like, what's up, man? They a whole trip in there. So that was like entertainment for me, bro. I lay back on my bunk in the nighttime, and I just be listening to them, bro. It'd be like a whole drama. Folks be having whole full-blown relationships going on in the vent line, bro, and talking through that toilet bowl. So anyway, bro, after about a week, I end up getting a roommate. I see them moving some new guys in. You can always tell them when new guys coming in, rather from guys that's coming out the hole. So I see some go to another pod, some come over here, and 2 came over to the dorm where I was. Now I knew it was one other room in there with one person in there, so I knew I was getting a roommate. I knew that for a fact. And it was 2. It was a young dude, man, and it was an older guy. Anyways, bro, I see the older guy walking upstairs with his stuff. Instantly, okay, oh cool, that's my roommate. He looked pretty green though. You could tell he fresh off the street, bro. And the way how he was looking, you could tell he wasn't used to no jail or nothing like that, bro. He just had that look. He eyes wandering. He looked scared. He looked nervous. All this type of stuff, bro. So anyway, he go up there, whatever. Like I said, we on our free time, so I ain't really say nothing. So I seen him come downstairs. He sat down looking at the TV. He just looking around. He's amazed at all the movement that's going on and how people just doing their regular things. I probably look and felt the same way when I first went in the dorm, bro. So anyways, bro, they tell us to go lock down for count or whatever. So boom, we go up to the room. I go up to the room first. I see him come in the room. He looking at me. When I climb the stairs and go up and I look back, I see him looking at me like, who that going in my room? Like, you got to be your bunkmate. So anyway, I go in the room. I see him open the door. He come in. He looking. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm like, man, what's your name? He's like, man, they call me Reggie, man. They call me Reggie. I was like, now, all right, I'm calling you Mr. Reggie, man. So he's like, all right, cool. So, you know, we went to talking or whatever. He went to talking. He asked me how long I've been in jail or whatever. And I went to telling him. And then he went to telling me about myself. No, he was asking me about my case. And when he was asking about my case, I was telling him I was there. Yeah, I'm facing time. He was like, man, I'm probably facing a lot of time, man. That's how he was. He was standing up, he leaned on the seat. He's like, man, I'm probably facing a lot of time, man. So I'm like, what you did? Because he don't seem like the dude to be, he don't seem like a career criminal, like I said, somebody that been in and out of jail or nothing like that. He was clean cut. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I got into it with my brother, man. And I he end up using the pew-pew on his brother, bro. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man. Guess what they was fighting over? Land, bro. Their mama had just recently passed away, and they was fighting about land. I'm like, for real? And you could tell that he just did it out of anger, because he's like, man, I don't even know I did that, man. I don't even know I did that. I don't be doing stuff like that. I don't be thinking like that. So I was like, man, that's just how it is, bro. Sometimes, you know, we can't control our anger, and we just make that one bad decision. That's why you got to be careful of the decisions that you do make, bro. So he was like, man, I messed up, man. I messed up. I got my wife. I got my kids and all that. So I went to ask him, I'm like, how old you is? He's like, man, I'm 55 years old, man. I'm 55 years old. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, man, you're probably going to be all right, man. He was like, I already talked to a lawyer, or my daughter talked to a lawyer. So I was like, bro, you probably pretty good. So he's like, man, how much time you think I'm facing? I said, bro, to tell you the truth, I said, tell you the truth, old school, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know, bro. I ain't no lawyer or nothing like that. I said, you probably see one of them dudes come visit you or something, or your lawyer. He's like, yeah, my lawyer's supposed to come and visit me, man. My lawyer's supposed to come and visit me. I was like, okay, cool. You can see what your lawyer talking about and see what the prosecution talking about. So he was like, how long guys be staying in here before they go to court? And I was telling him, I was like, you gonna go to first appearance, which he already did. He said he already went to first appearance. I was like, you probably gonna go to like your preliminary hearing or something coming up soon, like a week or 2 weeks after you get cased up. So he's like, yeah, my lawyer told me about that. My lawyer told me about that. I was like, then you probably got a bond hearing or something after that. He was like, okay. So he was asking me about the dorms. He's like, man, I never been to jail, man. In my old 55 years, I never been to jail. So I was telling him like, man, it's pretty cool though, you know what I'm saying? But while I was telling him it was pretty cool, it was a lot of tension in the dorm, bro, because you had dudes in the dorm that was on the BS. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It was some dude that was on the BS. It was one dude in particular, bro. That boy Block, Miami Block. They used to call him 6-0. Yeah, Miami Block 6-0. I never forget. He had 2 shotguns tattooed on his neck right here going across. He was cool though, bro. But sometimes he just get on that BS, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And he had one of his little minions with him. They call him Lil Rex Road. You know what I'm saying? He was from Rex Road. I ain't even really knew him though. I used to be on Rex Road, but not like that to know everybody over there, but that's what they used to call them, and they usually be on the BS. So I was telling him like, man, it's pretty cool, bro. It's all right. And he was like, man, I hope it is, man, because I be seeing all this stuff about jail, and people be telling me this, and people be telling me that. I said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been in here or whatever. So, you know, we pretty much, bro, we actually almost stayed up the whole night, bro, talking, bro. You feel me? Telling me about his life, all this. This man went to crying at one time, bro. I was like, what the heck? Man crying because he was talking about his family. He felt like he let his family down. He was their backbone or whatever. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then I started to think about people that I let down by ending up in chain gangs. I'm like, dang, he got me in my damn feelings. I was like, bro, ain't no way. So anyways, bro, time passed by. He started breaking in. And one of the things he liked to do, he liked to play chess. I always see him downstairs playing chess. And one night I was like, bro, I need to learn how to play that game because I always see him playing. And I was like fascinated like how the pieces move. And I used to sit down and watch. And I was like, man, you need to teach me how to play. He said, man, you should have been saying something about it. I've been playing this since I was in elementary school. My daddy taught me this game. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And anyways, he taught me how to play. And me and him used to always sit down, bro. When we get that 2 hours, you got 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and 2 hours in the night. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't on the phone or I ain't on the phone or taking a shower or doing something, we always lock in on the chessboard as long as it was available. Because, you know, other guys be trying to use the chessboard. Sometimes some people will actually take it in their room, bro. You have to be going around the door. Hey, man, who got a chessboard? They locked in the room or playing with it in their room. Like, damn, bro, let's get it for about an hour or something, bro. I slide it back under the door. You know how it be in jail. So anyway, bro, one night, he's like, bro, I'm finna go get on the phone. I'm gonna come back and play with you. I'm gonna get on the phone and go talk to my daughter. So I was like, all right, cool, old man. He was like, all right, boom. He went over there. He came back. He was like, man, all the phones. I hadn't looked and seen over there, but I thought he had done told somebody that, you know, he was lined up and somebody had done called him to use a phone. He's like, man, the phone's full, but I told dude to just let me get it when he finished. So anyways, we played a couple games of chess. Boop, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? I heard the man call, hey, Reggie, come on over here, Reggie, here go the phone. So by the time Reggie, we stopped playing, and I'm looking over there while he walking. As soon as he about to get the phone, old boy had the phone like this. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to just lay it down or whatever. He didn't even put it back on the hook. He just laid it down like that. That's that boy Block. Went straight over there, bro. Grabbed the phone. So Mr. Reggie like, hey, man, I had the phone next, man. Block just looked at him and just went to laughing. And just went to punching his number. So Mr. Reggie was like, man, you can't do that, man. I had the phone next. I'll call next or whatever. So Block, man, if like, you want to get your old ass away from here, man. So instantly I was like, damn, bro, why the hell he dealing with the old man like that, bro? You ain't got to do all that. So anyway, old man Reggie, he came back over there. We continued playing. He's like, man, you see that, man? I was like, yeah, I seen that. So he's like, man, I can't stand this, man. That's why I got to go home, man. That's why I got to go home. I can't put up with stuff like this, man. This is the same reason I get angry, and that's the same reason I end up in here. I end up doing something to my brother. And I was like, yeah, that's messed up. I was like, Block. I was looking at it. I was like, man, Block, hell, man. Why he even doing that? So anyways, boom. When Block get off the phone, bro, when he get off the phone, he came over there at the table. He's like, listen here, old ass nigga. Listen here, old ass nigga. Whenever you see me on the phone, don't come disturbing me or whatever. So I like, hey, Block. I like, bro, chill out, bro. He like, man, F that, Jamaica, F that. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, the man called next on the phone, bro. Old boy called Mr. You heard him call Reggie and held the phone up. I said, bro, you just ran over there, bro. I said, bro, you wrong as hell. He's like, man, F that, man. You hear what I said, old ass nigga, whatever? So there go his little minion, Lil Rex Road. I guess he was trying to make him Crip. Yeah, he was had him on the road to becoming Crip or something, because he always be up on him, always looking out anything he doing and stuff like that. Whenever he go do steal or rob out them folks' room, yeah, his little minion always be there, his little backup singer. That's what I call him. So anyway, man, he was looking over there. So old man was like, nah, man, I had next on the phone. I had next on the phone, man. It don't work like that. Stuff don't work like that in life. So, bro, this man Block was like, man, this jail, old man. You better get used to it. You better get used to it. I was like, Block, come on, bro. Ease up, bro. You got too much going on, bro. And he just walked off or whatever. But Lil Rex Road, he was looking at me crazy. Bro, he just stood there. Like, he stood off a little distance. He just looking at me like this. So I'm like, man, what the heck this little kid looking at, bro? At the time I was young, I probably was like 22, bro. This man probably reached me probably like right here, bro. Short as ever. Looked like he probably about 17 or 18, bro. So I'm looking at him laughing. He mugging me like that's supposed to do something to me. Like, man, whatever. Anyways, bro, they called lockdown or whatever. We went up there to the room. We chilling. Mr. Reggie, he keep talking about this or whatever. He beating up my eardrums about it. Man, I'm telling Mr. Reggie, I was like, Mr. Reggie, things like this is going to happen, bro. This is jail. I told him, I said, that's the same thing I thought when I first came in here, when I see little incidents where dudes is in the wrong and they pressing dudes to fight or do this or do that. I said, morally, it's wrong. But this is jail. This is the type of things that people do when you end up in this situation, because you're amongst the worst of the worst, bro. Majority of people in jail and prison, to be honest with you, are scumbags. You got to accept that and accept where you at. So you got to know what's coming towards you. You got to prepare for this type of stuff, bro. It ain't no smooth sailing, bro. Don't get it like that. So he's like, man, I know, man. That's why I can't do this. He just kept repeating that. Started to stress me out, bro. Started to stress me out. So anyway, bro. Anyways, we in the dorm, time go by, whatever like that. He always, Mr. Reggie, always looking at Block. He'd be like, man, I can't stand that dude, man. I can't stand him. I can't stand that dude. I was like, man, just let it go, man. Let it go, whatever. So that story that came up right after that, bro, that boy Block and his little minion Rex Road, they had ran in somebody's room. Some little dude who had just came in the dorm, ran his room, took his stove sack or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The little dude that ended up putting himself on the door because he was scared, bro. He was scared, bro. When they ran in the room, bro, this man, I'm upstairs standing on the range and they call lunch, you know what I'm saying? Because whenever they run store call, bro, and something gonna happen, it's gonna happen, because they usually run store call on Saturday. It's gonna happen like right at lunchtime. That's when both upstairs and downstairs be out. Them be the only times we out, when they feeding. That's the only time boat rangers gonna be out. You'll never be out like that. So whenever somebody gonna do something, that's the time they choose. Or sometimes dudes will pop themselves out their room. You know what I'm saying? You had guys that was actually popping out. I used to pop out my room sometime, bro. But if the officers catch you, they'll try to take your 2 hours. Because they was like, okay, you already got some time with this range. Anyways, boom. So they robbed dude. And dude actually put himself on the door. He checked out. So anyways, bro, a lot of folks felt some type of way about it. I felt some type of way about it, bro, but you know, it is what it is, bro. That's all it is. Anyways, bro, I said about 2 weeks go by, bro. About 2 weeks go by. I guess Block seen Mr. Reggie looking at him crazy. Like I told y'all, Mr. Reggie is always looking at him. And I had told Mr. Reggie, I said, Mr. Reggie, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he couldn't let it go. Sometimes you gotta let stuff go, bro. In jail or in chain gang, you gotta learn to let stuff go. He's like, man. So Block had told him, oh, that nigga, why you looking at me, man? Stop looking at me, bro. Stop looking at me. What? I got something for you? You feel me? So Mr. Reggie with the mumbling or whatever, they went arguing in the dorm some more. And when we went back to the room, I told Mr. Reggie once again, I said, Mr. Reggie, you can't be doing that. Let it go. Oh, he told me, I can't stand that dude. He back and forth in the room. I can't stand him. I swear, man, I can't stand that dude. I can't stand that dude. I was like, man, let it go. Let it go. So like I said, we in the dorm, bro, going regular. So one day, one of the guys downstairs, one of the younger dudes, I knew his brother on the street, man. His brother was real cool. He used to let me talk to his brother when he called his brother on the phone or whatever. So his brother would be like, man, make sure you look out for my little brother, man. He be good. I said, bro, he good in here. Little bro handling business. He be in there hitting and everything. So I know he know how to handle the business. So he called me. He's like, hey, bro. I'm like, what's up? He's like, look, I'm going to write you a kite, bro. I can't really talk like this. I'm like, I'm going to write you a kite. So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I went walking around doing my laps. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I get to doing my laps, my mind be out there. My mind don't even be in jail, bro. I just be walking around, bro, thinking. Bro, I might have just walked around in a circle about 50, 60 times. I ain't going to lie, speed walking till I'm sweating. So anyways, while I'm walking around, boom, 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 boom. Come here, bro. I look at the window. He's like, come here, bro. Boom. I'll go over there. He slide. So I pick the kite up. When I pick the kite up, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking around. See everybody really just looking, because, you know, folks don't never mind their own business. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The dorm is only so big. Sometimes you can't help but to see something. So anyways, boom. I ain't open it right away. I went walking back around. Anyways, they called us to go back in the room. They finna let the other range out. So when I go in the room, Mr. Reggie, I jump up on the top bunk because I done gave him the bottom bunk, bro. Them folks signed that man to the top bunk. But, you know, I ain't that type of dude, though. So when he had came in there, I was like, man, that old man can't jump up there to the top bunk. So I done gave it to him. I got up there and I'm reading it. He's like, man, hey, Jamaica, them folks trying to, they planning to rob Mr. Reggie. So I was like, what? I was like, bro, ain't no way. I said, bro, what type of stuff they got going on, bro? So I was like, man, ain't no way these folks talking about they finna rob this man on the store. They planning to do it. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, all right, cool. But I feel like they trying me too, though, bro. You feel me? It ain't like we in the same room, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You go in there robbing a nigga roommate and shit. Nigga gonna feel like you trying them, especially if him and his roommate be getting along. They see me and this man be playing chess all the time, bro. You feel me? So they got to know that I'm somewhat tight. That nigga Block knew too, because I said something to him that day about him being on the BS, and ever since then he was slick in his feelings, because he always used to see me whenever we eat and whatever. He'd be like, what's up, bro? He hadn't stopped doing that. I really didn't care about none of that anyways. So anyways, I was like, damn, I ain't gonna say nothing to Mr. Reggie right now. Boom. Anyways, I went back outside. Next free time later on that night, I'm walking around. I see little bro at the window. Little bro, like, he's like, I was like, man, I gotta talk to you. You feel me? I was like, I'm gonna write you whatever. So he's like, all right. Anyways, I went walking around because I'm like, damn, ain't no way these folks trying to plot to rob Mr. Reggie. And that's my bunkmate. I feel like y'all trying me when y'all trying to do something like that, bro. So anyways, bro, I was like, I gotta tell this Mr. Reggie about this. Anyway, when we went back in the rooms or whatever, I went to tell him. I was like, hey, Mr. Reggie, look, bro, I want you to be, I'm going to tell you something now, but I don't want you to act stupid or act crazy or nothing like that. I'm going to tell you. So he's like, what it is, man? What it is, Maker? Maker, what it is? He always used to call me Maker. What it is, Maker? Tell me, man. I want to know. I want to know what's going on, Maker. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, boom, I showed him the kite. This was somebody gave him the kite. I'm sitting on the top bunk. You know what I'm saying? Facing the room, the door like that. So I give him. He was reading. He said, oh no. He said, oh no, man. Why are these guys trying to rob me, man? I ain't do nothing. Why they try to rob me? I was like, look, man, just chill. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, bro, I'm going to take care of it or whatever, bro. I'll go holler at the nigga or whatever. So he's like, man, ain't no way, man. He said, man, I'm too old to be fighting, man. I can't be doing no fighting. But I ain't giving up my stuff like that, man. Not like that. And I ain't going on no door. He said that, bro. I started laughing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He said, I ain't going out that door like that young boy did. I'm not doing that. I'm a grown man, but I can't be doing this fight, man. He said, man, come on, man. That's why I gotta go home to my family, man. The man started having a real breakdown, bro. And I could understand him, bro, because he wasn't used to none of this stuff, bro. He's like, man, I gotta go home, man. I got my daughter, man. He said, man, I gotta go home, man. I can't do this. I can't have nobody beat me up in here, man. He said, I'm already fighting for my life against them. He used the K word. He was talking about against the court system, or he said the white people, whatever. And I was like, man, just chill, man. I'm gonna get it handled, man. He's like, man, make it, man. Get it handled, man. Go holler at that dude, man. Tell him I ain't got no beef with him, man. I ain't got no beef with that dude, man. I'm trying to go home to my family. So I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna handle it, bro. I'm gonna handle it. So anyways, bro, in the morning when we go out for breakfast, I went eating whatever, went and ate. You know what I'm saying? I see him block. After he finished eating, he walked around and put his trays. You know, after you finish with the tray, you gotta walk around and stack them. So we got up there about the same time. I kind of timed him. Boom. So I was like, bro, I need to holler at you, bro. You feel me? He like, what's up, rude boy? So I'm like, look, bro, what y'all got going on talking about robbing an old man or whatever? He like, shit, man, that goddamn, you know, bro, that's how it go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lil Rex Road, he's saying that Lil Rex Road on his walk. You know what I'm saying? He got to do something, and he felt like the old man disrespected him, so they got to take his food. I like, bro, what? He said, yeah, bro, he kind of on his walk, you know what I'm saying? I said, bro, ain't no way, man. You know, hey, bro, ain't none of that going on, you feel me? He said, like, what you talking about, Jamaican? I said, bro, that's my bunkmate, bro. You feel me? So when we started talking a little bit louder now, you feel me? People started, like, looking. So I'm like, bro, I'm going to holler at you feel me? He's like, all right, bet. Boom, I went back in the room. So as soon as we went back in the room, Mr. Reggie was already in there. He's like, man, I seen you talking to him, man. I seen you talking to him. Looked like he was getting mad for a minute. He's like, man, everything good? Everything good? I was like, yeah, Mr. Reggie, everything good. You feel me? Even though everything wasn't good. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. That man was worrying like crazy in that room, man. I said, man, everything good, man. Everything good, Mr. Reggie. I was like, man, I'm finna go back and lay down. You know, they got the lights on and bright lights on, bro. Once them turn them lights on 5 o'clock, bro, them lights be back on. So I'm like, man, Mr. Reggie, I'm finna go lay down. So in the morning time, just because I want to go back to sleep and I don't like that bright light, bro, I might get the, I had some magazine, I ripped the pages out, bro, and I use that toothpaste that they give you, slap it on there and cover the lights, you know what I'm saying, darken the room out a little bit. I did that, went back to sleep, whatever. It was on my mind, because I'm like, damn, man, these niggas really finna try to buck and try to come in here and rob this man, you feel me? And I ain't going for it, bro, because I feel like y'all is trying me. When y'all do that, y'all didn't even come and holler at me. Y'all folks was just finna pull up, bro. If little bro didn't tell me that, bro, y'all was just finna pull up, bro, and try to rob this man. So I'm like, man, anyways, in the morning now, I think it's like 7 o'clock, we went out on the first rotation. We went out at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking around, I'm looking in the block room, I'm trying to see if he up. He on the top bunk in there sleeping or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'll catch him when we go out for chow or whatever, when we go out for lunch. They let us out back for lunch. Before we even ate, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because the trays was coming around, so they let us out, whatever, they was in the next dorm feeding. So I'm like, bro, let me holler at you. We went over there up to the front, in the corner where the phones be at. You know what I'm saying? Because the phones ain't even on yet, so ain't nobody got no business coming over there. And he like, man, Jamaica, bro, it is what it is, bro. Little bro said that what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I bet, bro. I like, say no more, bro. So he's like, what that's supposed to mean? I said, bro, say no more, bro. You say you gonna do what you gonna do, so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. He's like, what you mean? You gonna do what you gonna do? I said, bro, exactly what I said, bro. Boom, and I pull off. When I pull off and I look like this, there's Mr. Reggie, bro, looking dead at me, bro. So he looking at me, he just had one of the craziest, saddest look on his face. I was like, damn, man, these folk goddamn, they finna have the old man check out, bro. This man finna put himself on the door, bro. This like Thursday this happened, bro. So I was like, all right, bet. We go back in the room, Mr. Reggie, he asked me about what happened, whatever. I said, nah, bro, I just went and told him some more stuff. And he was like, everything good. So he's like, man, you sure, man? You sure? I said, nah, Mr. Reggie, everything really ain't good, bro. Let me just tell you so you be on point. I said, I tell them folks that it can't go down, you feel me? He's like, bro, the little dude want to rob you because you disrespected his big homie or whatever. He trying to become Crip. He said, he trying to become what? I said, a Crip. He said, what is a Crip? I tried to explain to him. He said, man, I gotta go home, man. I can't deal with this stuff, man. He said, man, I'm 55 years old, man. This man talking about becoming a Crip and try to get stripes off of me, man. He said, man, no, man, no, man. He said, Maker, come on, man, no, man. This ain't right, man. I said, man, just chill, man. I said, it's all good, Mr. Reggie. Ain't nothing finna go on, you feel me? I was like, all right. He's like, all right, man, all right, Maker, man, all right, man. Just make sure, man. Friday come. You can see Mr. Reggie. He's stressing. He's stressing. He's like, man, I don't even want to accept my store call, man. He said, I don't even want to accept it, man. These dudes talking about. I said, man, listen, man, go get your store bag, bro. I was like, man, it's good, Mr. Reggie. I was like, it's good. So Mr. Reggie was like, all right, man, all right. I ain't really go to the store for much, bro. I probably went for like $15 or something. Just grab me some noodles and stuff. Some stuff I know that could carry me all the way through the week. So, bro, Friday night, I'm like, man, ain't no way these folks gonna try. So I'm like, okay, it's all good. They gotta make it past that door. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling Mr. Reggie, I'm like, look, bro, Mr. Reggie, you good, bro. They gotta come in this room. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I'm posted by this door. I ain't worried about nothing. I said, when they go down there, I said, Mr. Reggie, I ain't even going down there for lunch, man. I'm posted by this door. So anyways, man, he's like, all right, man. He's like, nephew, I'm gonna ride with you, Maker. I'm gonna ride with you, Maker, man. I'm gonna ride with you, Maker. He started getting amped up. I'm gonna ride with you, Maker. So I'm like, man, you good, man. You good, man. You ain't gotta get involved in nothing. All I know is they gotta come in this room, and they only could come in this room one at a time. So if I place myself at the right place, I'll be good. So anyways, bro, it's Saturday morning or whatever. We go out there for for breakfast. I'm eating breakfast. I go out there. I'm posted up like this. I look at the little minion. I look over the little minion. He locked in at me. Our eyes making four. I'm like, bro, ain't no way this man looking at me like this. This little short little minion. I'm like, bro, this man crazy, bro. I guess he called himself trying to scare me. You know what I'm saying? By staring me down. Bro, that don't scare me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That do not scare me. So, bro, they come around by about 9:30 or something, running store call. Everybody go out there, get their little stuff. I'm posted in the window, bro. The little minion and Block went out there and got store call, bro. So I'm like, okay, they probably ain't finna try nothing like that. So anyways, Mr. Reggie, he went out there. I went out there and got my little stuff. Mr. Reggie, he had done went for a whole bunch of stuff, bro. Because, you know, he was like, he can't eat the trays. He's like, man, I can't eat that stuff on that tray, man. I can't do it, man. He said, my stomach's already not even good. I can't eat that stuff. My stomach's not strong enough for that stuff, man. I'm gonna be blowing this bathroom up, Maker. I gotta get some good stuff off that stove. So I was like, all right, he got all this stuff that he's supposed to get. So I'm like, man, you know what? Boom. I started getting the soaps out my box. I'm like, Mr. Reggie, let me get them soaps or whatever. Boom. Making me a soap sock. I always make me a soap sock, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Anytime be some tension in the dorm, anything like that, I'll be by myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always gonna stand up for myself. If I feel like the odds are stacked against me, bro, hey, it ain't finna be no fair fight, bro. Something finna be used. Grabbed all the soaps and Mr. Reggie, he like, man, what you making? I was like, man, this is a soap sock. A soap sock? He said, oh, man. He said, Maker, what you got going on? I said, this is soap sock, bro. This is, hey, I went to put the stuffing in there, and I tied the sock up. Boom. And you see me tie it up like this, and I went to grip it in my hand. I went to doing like this, trying to make sure I got the, you know what I'm saying? It's weight. The weight is right enough where I want to swing it. So he's like, okay, I see what you got going. He said, man, Maker, don't hurt nobody, man. Don't hurt nobody. I don't want you, man. He said, man, if that's the case, man, these dudes could have this. They could have this stuff. I like, man, Mr. Reggie, we good, man. Whatever. Boom. So I see them start running lunch, bro. They start running lunch or whatever. So I'm like, man, ain't no way. They start bringing the little stuff around. Boom, they bring it around. When they brought the lunch around, bro, let us out. Boom, we come out. I see the little minion. He come out there, bro. He got his little goddamn them little bobos. They call them bobos, them Bob Barkers, them little blue shoes. He come out there. He got his jumpsuit on, socks on, stuff down in there. So I'm like, all right, anyways, go down there and get what we're supposed to get. I ain't even eat, man. Left the tray, went right back up there to the room. Mr. Reggie ain't even come up there. So, boy, I'm posted now. Now, by this time, actually, everybody in the norm know about what's finna happen or what they think finna happen. So I'm posted up there. Some of the guys upstairs, they was like, bro, we ain't going for that, man. Man, can't do that, man. He can't rob that old man. People was saying it. They was saying it to me, but they wasn't saying it all the way out there. So anyways, bro, boom, I dropped the little soap saw thing. I already had it in my jumpsuit, in my boxes. Boom. I go back there. I posted up there by the door. So boom, here comes the little minion, bro. He leading upstairs. Block coming upstairs too. He got his little bobos on. So anyways, bro, I kick off my shower shoes. I ain't had no bobos. I kick my shower shoes off. I ain't had no socks. You know what I'm saying? While they coming up the stairs, they see me doing this. They already know what time it is. I'm ready. I'm ready to rumble, bro. But this time now, bro, this time in the county, bro, I couldn't fight like how I was fighting in Chain Gang or like how I learned how to fight. But I wasn't going to let you beat me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always strong as ever. I'm going to grab you. I'm going to try to slam you. I'm going to try to throw you. Something finna happen to you. So boom, when they see me kick my shower shoes off, I could see the little minion, and he looked back at Block. So Block was like, man, go on, man, go on, man. So he walking up to the room, bro. When he walking up to the room, I'm like, man, what's up? What's up? He's like, man, what's up? This ain't got nothing to do with you, Jamaica, man. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I said, bro, ain't nothing going on, bro. I said, bro, y'all ain't coming in this room. By this time, I done backed up, look a little bit in the room. So Block was like, man, Jamaica, leave this alone, bro, leave this alone. So you had another older dude, bro. No, he wasn't older like that. He probably in his 40s or something like that. Southside, you know what I'm saying? Southside, a mouth full of golds, bald head. He hadn't been to Chain Gang. He hadn't did like a 10-year bid. Because he used to tell me about Chain Gang, bro. So Southside was like, hey, man, bro, y'all ain't finna do all that, man. Y'all ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? So little Minion, he like this, bro. He like this. I'm like, come on. I said, come on, bro. Not till I start, my accent started coming out. And I said, yo, come in. And I said, come in, man. Come in, man. And he backing up. When he heard my accent, he's like, he got scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Southside pulled up, bro. He's like, ain't nothing finna go on, man. Ain't nothing finna go on. So Block was like, man, Jamaica, you ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with this. As a matter of fact, you want the little homie finna hit. So I'm like, what? So his little homie, he look at him. I was like, bro, come on. I said, come on, bro. Come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So Southside was like, all right, that's what's up, Hey, old man Reggie, come on out that room, man. Come on out that room. Let them folks get that room, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Southside like, bro, the police doing whatever they doing, bro. They ain't looking. Y'all might well go ahead and get it in right now. Southside already knew what was up, bro. You know what I'm saying? This dude little as ever, bro. He talking about coming to fight, trying to get some stripes off of me. You ain't finna get no stripes off of me. So I go in the room, bro. He come in the room, they slam the door up. So I'm in the back of the room, I squared up. I'm laughing at him. I square up, you know what I'm saying? So he talking about, bro, he had one of them old crazy blocks like this, pulling up, talking something, all this. Man, I said, man, what? Man, the moment he came in like this, bro, listen, bro, I went down, grabbed him, scooped him. As soon as I scooped him, I slammed him. Boom! In the room, you feel me? I just went on top of him. Boom, boom, boom. Southside opened the door ASAP. Man, Jamaica, chill, man. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. You know what I'm saying? So Block was trying to run in the room, bro. Block trying to run it. So Southside like this. He trying to pull me off, and he tried to hold Block back. So I'm like, man, this man, he trying to come jump in. So I started getting mad. I started cussing him, bumba clock boy. I started going off. You know what I'm saying? So Southside like, man, look, man, y'all make the dawn hot, bro. Police gonna see what's going on, bro. Police gonna see what's going on. So I'm like, all right, bro. All right, boom. They took little dude up, brought him out the room. You know what I'm saying? He looking all mad or whatever. Yeah, I put him right on top of his head. Boom. Dead on top of his head. Yeah, go on somewhere, man. Little dude, go on somewhere. So anyways, bro, I'm like, man, boom, I fall off back in the room. I'm mad as ever, bro. I'm hot now because I'm like, okay, Block, you tried me. I'm like, you tried me because you were trying to run in. You trying to run in on that. So anyway, bro, boom. They locked us back down or whatever. Boom, they locked us back down. This nigga Block talking all type of shit up under the door. All right, Jamaica, you know what's up, bro. You know what's up, Jamaica. You know what's up. You know what's up. I like, all right, bro, say no more. You know what's up. You know what's up, bro. So Mr. Reggie was like, man, Maker, man, don't. He's like, man, don't get into it, them dudes no more, man. He said, man, I'll give them dudes that stuff, man. He said, I'll let them have it, man. He said, man, I ain't with all this violent stuff on Maker, man. Maker, just, I'll give it to him, man. Just let it go, man. Let it go. I don't want you fighting and doing all this stuff. You done stood up enough for me. I was like, man, Mr. Reggie, it's about me right now, bro. It's about me right now. It's about me right now. This nigga Block, he popping all on the door. He talking crazy. I'm like, bro, when the door swing, bro, you swing. You know what's up. When the door swing, you swing, bro. So Southside was like, man, y'all boys just chill, man. Y'all boys just chill, man. Y'all boys chill. So he's like, all right, say make it. All right, say no more. He said, bro, I'm going to set my door up. I'm popping out. He said, as soon as y'all come out at 7 o'clock, I'm popping out, bro. I'm coming up there. So I'm like, bro, all right, bet, bro. Come on with it. By this time, bro, I had the soap sock on me the whole time I was fighting the little dude, bro. So I had the soap sock in my hand. I'm pacing back and forth. I'm like, man, I'm finna hit this dude across the head with this soap sock, bro. I'm finna go dead across his head with this soap sock. So Mr. Reggie, he's like, man, nah, make a man. He tried to grab it from me. I'm like, man, ease off, Mr. Reggie. He's like, make a man, come on, man, calm down, man. It's Mr. Reggie talking to you, man. I said, man, come on, Mr. Reggie, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother issue right here going on. You know what I'm saying? I tell Mr. Reggie, I said, man, I'm finna go to prison, man. I said, I ain't having nothing bad on my name. I'm handling everything as soon as it come by. So Mr. Reggie was like, man, y'all young boys, y'all just don't like to listen. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, you old ass man, you the whole reason I'm in all of this anyways. You know what I'm saying? I would have felt bad if I let them niggas come in the room and robbed you. I would have felt bad. I ain't say it to him, you know what I'm saying? Because if I said it to him, he'd probably start crying or some shit like that. So I ain't even say that to him. I was like, boom. So now, bro, boom. I could hear them. I could hear the doors popping, bro. You know, they're like airlocks, so they popping coming down the line. Coming down the line. As soon as my door pop, bro, I'm right there by my door. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I could hear somebody downstairs popping out. Mind you, they locked down. I could hear the lock, like somebody trying to pop the lock. You feel me? So Southside, he came. He had a room at the end. He came down. He like, man, what's up, little bro? I was like, what's up, man? He's like, man, just chill, little bro. Just chill, man. You feel me? He see me have my hands in here. He said, man, what you got going on, man? He said, little bro, just chill, man. Don't get in no problem about this, man. You know, I just was in you in the hole. Me and him was just in the hole, bro. Me and this man was just, he said, I was just in the hole with you, bro. He said, man, just chill, man. Just chill, make. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, look, bro, if you pull up, though, bro, you know what's up. So he like, shit, bro, you know what's up, but just chill, though, bro. Don't push it. Don't push it. Bro, this man finally pop out of his room like 5 minutes later. Boom, he pop out. Everybody downstairs. I'm still upstairs, bro, by my room, bro. One of the times the officer had done flashed me like I ain't finna move. I was like, hold on, you feel me? Finna come down there. Boom, I'll go down the stairs. He come out of his room, I go down the stairs. He crossed away standing by his room, bro, hiding behind the shower, looking at me, you feel me? Mugging. What's up? What's up? I said, bro, what's up, bro? What's up? He like, shit, look, hit behind the shower. Boom, I was going over there. Southside came. Southside like, man, just chill. Just chill, man. Just chill, Jamaica. Just chill. You feel me? I'm like, man, hell nah. He called me out. So Southside was like, all right, bro. Do what y'all do, bro. He on one side of the shower. We go behind the shower. I'm like, what's up? What's up, bro? He squared up. As soon as he squared up, bro, I came out with that soap sock, bro. As soon as he seen that soap sock, bro, this man went running all around the dorm. Bro, I'm chasing this man dead around the dorm with the soap sock, bro. I'm trying to take his head off. I swung one time, but he running. So Southside like, bro, y'all chill, bro. Police finna see y'all, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. So next thing I'm chasing this man, I'm seeing the flashlight flashing like this. You know what I'm saying? So this man, he stopped. He stopped. So I stopped. You feel me? So the officer's like, y'all chill, sit down. I guess he thought we were playing because we run around the dorms. Sometimes you have dudes, they'll run around the dorms and stuff. So he thought I was playing. So I'm tight, bro. I'm tight. I put it down. I'm breathing hard as hell. I'm mad as ever, bro. I'm mad as ever. But Southside, he over there talking to Block. He's like, man, y'all chill, bro. Y'all chill, bro. Y'all let that go, bro. Y'all let that go, bro. Y'all been in the dorm, bro. Y'all never really had no beef, bro. He like, Block, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ask for bro to shoot the one with your little homie. He shoot the one with your little homie, bro. Let it go. Let it go, bro. But I'm over there. I'm tight. I'm like, man, this nigga, I want to take his head off. But now I'm like, man, just chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? The police done flashed you. Luckily, bro, he thought we was just playing or some shit like that, bro. When he flashed. So I went, I'm on chilling. I'm like, boom. After that nigga Southside finished talking to him, he came over there. He like, man, look, Jamaica, bro. Everything good, bro. Everything good, bro. I done talked to that man, bro. Y'all boy squashed that shit, man. He said, bro, to be honest, bro, Jamaica, boy, that boy scared, boy. He said, bro, you ran at that man. You see how that man was tearing the dorm down? He's like, bro, little bro, he's scared of you, bro. Just let it go, bro. Just let it go. Just let it go. I said, bro, all right, bro, I'm gonna let it go, bro. But if that man ever came anywhere across my lane or come in my reach, I'm finna beat his ass. So he's like, all right, little bro. But I talked to him, bro. He said, I promise you, little bro. I promise you he's not finna try you, bro. Just let it go, bro. Just let it go. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let it go, bro. And I did let it go, bro. And as time transpiring this dorm, bro, he probably was in the dorm with me about 2.5 more months. I think he ended up going to the hole for something, bro. But I never had no issue with him, bro. He stayed in his lane and I stayed in my lane, bro. But all this happened and started, bro, because I was trying to stand up for the old man, bro. I felt like I had to do it. He was my roommate, too. You know what I'm saying? This man old as ever, bro. Y'all trying to rob this man. Go rob somebody else, bro. Y'all be picking and choosing who y'all be robbing in these dorms, bro. Y'all look for free picks. Y'all ain't putting up on nobody that's going to have some issue about their stuff. I couldn't let that happen to that old man, bro. He was cool, bro. Mr. Reggie was cool, bro. I end up leaving out that dorm, leaving Mr. Reggie in there. I don't know what happened with Mr. Reggie, to be honest with you, man. Hopefully he hadn't made it home or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's all a part of being in chain gang or being in jail, bro. Sometimes you get pulled into situations that you ain't had no business getting into. I ain't really had no business getting into it, bro. But I just felt like it was my duty to stand up for that old man, bro. And I felt violated because they want to come in my room and rob him, bro. You can't do that, bro. That's a no-no, man. But I appreciate y'all checking out these stories, man. Y'all stay tuned to the channel, man. If y'all ain't subscribed yet, please make sure y'all subscribe, man.